Hello everyone. So today I am going to talk about the intermolecular forces which are dipole induced dipole interaction, hydrogen bonding and London forces. Dipole induced dipole forces. This interaction arises when a polar molecule like water, ammonia and the non-polar molecule like benzene approach each other. The polar molecule is already having a dipole, but in case of non-polar molecule there is no dipole. So when they are coming in contact, the induced dipole is developed in the non-polar molecule, and such kind of dipoles used to be introduced in the non-polar molecule called as temporary dipoles, and it is due to the shifting of electron clouds in the non-polar molecule. Let's take example. For example, this is a polar molecule having a permanent dipole. When it is coming in contact with non-polar molecule which is having zero dipole moment, so what will happen? That induced dipole is developed in non-polar molecule. The force of attraction developed between the polar and non-polar molecules is of the type dipole induced dipole interaction, and which is seen right here. Now, dispersion forces or London forces or London dispersion forces. The study of intermolecular forces present among the non-polar molecules or the atoms like noble gases or benzene kind of atom. We used to study London forces. We know that benzene has zero dipole moment, or we can say there is no dipole exist in case of benzene. In case of non-polar molecules or inert gases, only dispersion forces exist or London forces exist. Another name of these forces is van der Waals forces. It is, you can say, it is the weakest intermolecular force that develops due to the interaction between two non-polar molecules. I can say here all atoms and molecules experience London dispersion forces which result from the motion of electron. At any given instant of a time, the electron distribution in an atom may be asymmetrical because of the movement of the molecule in the liquid state, and giving the atom a short-lived dipole moment. And this momentarily dipole on one atom can affect the electron distribution of the neighboring atom also, and this will induce momentary dipole in them. As a result, weak attractive forces develop. For example, substances composed of molecule like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, halogen, methane, helium, other noble gases, they used to have van der Waals force of attraction. The strength of van der Waals force increases with increasing molecular size. When two non-polar molecules approach each other, attractive and repulsive forces between their electrons and nuclei will lead to distortion in the size of electron cloud, and this kind of property is called as polarizability. Polarizability is the measure of how easily an electron cloud of an atom is distorted by an applied electric field. And the ability to form momentarily dipole, that means the ability of another molecule to become polar by redistributing of electron cloud, is known as polarizability. We can say that if I have a bigger size of molecule which is having so many electrons, higher its ability of becoming polar. And If I have a molecule which is having a spread out shape, it will be having higher dispersion forces between the molecules. We all know, we already know in a hydrocarbon chapter I told you, London dispersion forces are stronger in the long chain atoms, whereas the molecule are uh, atoms where the molecules are not compact. We can say that if this property, this interaction used to affect its boiling point also. If you remember, normal pentane is having higher boiling point than the neopentane having same number of carbon and hydrogen atoms. They both are having same molecular formula C5H12, but normal pentane is longer and somewhat spread out, whereas neopentane is a compact, or you can say the spherical compound. So this is all about the London forces. Now, next, hydrogen bond or hydrogen bonding. A hydrogen bond is a special type of dipole-dipole interaction which occurs when a hydrogen atom is bonded to strongly electronegative atom or an atom which is having lone pair of electron. See example on the screen. There is a single covalent bond in between hydrogen and fluorine, and because of the higher electronegativity of fluorine, the electron pair is shifted towards the fluorine side. Hydrogen bonds are generally stronger than the usual dipole-dipole and dispersion forces, but they are weaker than the covalent bond or ionic bond. The bond which is developed in between hydrogen and fluorine, the single covalent bond, this bond is comparatively stronger bond than the hydrogen bond. I can say here the electrostatic force of attraction between the positively charged polarized hydrogen atom in one molecule and highly electronegative atom of the other molecule. Like you are seeing here, this is one molecule of HF and this is another molecule of HF. The weak bond which is developing in between the hydrogen of one molecule and fluorine of another molecule is called hydrogen bond. Strong electronegative atoms like nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, they used to form hydrogen bond, and hydrogen bonding is denoted by this such kind of dotted lines. Now, hydrogen bonding is also a two types. How? And let's describe it. Intermolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond, it is formed in between two different molecules of the same or different compounds. Like this is one molecule of HF and it is another molecule of HF. The hydrogen bonding is developed in between the electronegative atom of one molecule and hydrogen of another molecule. This kind of bonding is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it is formed when hydrogen atom, it is in between the two highly electronegative atom present within the compound, the same molecule. And see the oxygen and hydrogen here, they are forming one weak hydrogen bond here, which is called as intramolecular hydrogen bond. I can say that hydrogen bond and the relation of boiling point. Due to the presence of hydrogen bond in a compound, more energy is required to break the bond. So, the boiling point is more in case of liquids having hydrogen bond. And hydrogen bonds are considered as quite strong bond, and it used to require 40 kilojoule per mole energy to break that. Water in a particular is able to form vast three-dimensional network of hydrogen bonding. It is because each water molecule has two hydrogen atom and two electron pairs on oxygen atom. So the vast network of hydrogen bond used to be formed in between the electronegative atom and hydrogen. So boiling point generally increases with increase in the molecular mass. But hydrides of nitrogen like ammonia, water, hydrogen fluoride have abnormally high boiling points due to the presence of hydrogen bonding in between the molecules. Similarly, if I am telling you due to the presence of hydrogen bond, viscosity of liquid also increases. Hydrogen bond used to play a vital role in determining the structure and the properties of proteins, nucleic acid present in all living organisms. In case of gases, intermolecular force of attraction is very weak, children. So we are not talking about the hydrogen bonding in case of the gases. So this is all about hydrogen bonding in the compound having high electronegative atom.